What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So this one, we're gonna start. It's probably gonna be a few videos. It's gonna be this anti-martingale hedging strategy. So this isn't my strategy. This is one that we are gonna be copying from Rene, who, if you're trying to learn MetaTrader coding, I highly recommend him. That's how I learned to code. So basically, the way this works is it's a martingale grid above and below for buys, and martingale grid above and below for sells. So it's definitely going to be pretty complex. But as you can see here, this gives us something to work from. So basically, we have two grids, right? We have a buy grid where we buy here. We buy here, and then and we're gonna sell here, right? So if price comes this way, then okay, right? So say price comes down. Here, we're going to sell again. Here is where we're going to buy again. So the idea is in each direction, so say we start here. If price comes down, our buys are going to have a trailing TP. So our buys are always going to be looking for that move, this move, and so on, right? These are all TPs. Our sells are going to be stacking up with a trailing stop loss. So for here, right, we're looking for this move, this move, this move, this move, this move, and so on. And then it's just the opposite for the buy direction. So it's going to be pretty complex, especially because in futures, you cannot be long and short at the same time. So what we're going to have to do is find a way to keep track of what our position should be. So, right, we're going to have to keep a track of, right when we enter, we're going to be net zero. But as soon as we hit here, we should be one long. Then as soon as we hit here, we're two long. Here, wait, no, because we're in, right, not two. Because at this point, we are going to be 1, 2, 2, 3, 4 long minus 1 short. So we should be 3 long. But then here, if these match up, then we're going to take another 4. So it's going to be 8 long minus 2 short. So then we should be 6 long. Right? And that's going to just keep going. So that's going to be pretty confusing. And once we're 6 long, we also need to put stop loss here. Which, now that I'm thinking about it, is going to be much harder because we can't just use the position average entry. Right? We can't use the position price because these 6 long, if we use the position price, it's going to be 4. It'll probably be like somewhere here, right? Our average entry, because we took 2, 1, 1, and 4. But we want to be calculating based off this price. We're going to have a way to save that. So basically, there's going to be a lot of moving parts in this. And yeah, it's probably gonna be a few videos, but it looks like a cool project, so we're gonna do it. So first thing, uh-oh. All right. So if you want to watch this video, go check it out. I highly recommend it. But first thing, we are going to go to new NinjaScript editor, new strategy, Anti-Martingale. And then we'll do compile. And basically the point of this strategy is well, a risk with Martingale is, right, price keeps going, you're in a buy and price keeps going down and you keep stacking. You just get in a larger and larger drawdown. The aim of this is, as you get in a bigger drawdown on one side, you're taking profits on the other side. So then, as soon as you finally get out of that drawdown with slight profit, now you actually made money that entire way down. So after you compile it, let's open NinjaTrader, or Visual Studio, I mean. YouTube Anti-Martingale. So first, let's just change a couple things. False. Include commission. True. Equals true. Make sure entry handling to unique entries. Entries per direction. Just do 1,000 just so we don't have to worry about that later. Slippage to bars required to trade 5. All right. So let's see what's gonna be the best way. Right, so one option is basically we run this strategy but without executing inside the strategy. And then as it's running, we're calculating every tick, every bar, whatever, what our net position should be, and then we enter on that net position. So like basically like that would be, right, we start it, we draw lines on every single grid area. As it's as those are hit, then we update our master net position and then we execute based on that net position. Another thing we can do is create this strategy, create it for the buys and create it for longs, and then just have the two strategies run against each other. I think that would be the easiest, but a lot of times with NinjaTrader, like you never know how it ends up, how two strategies end up interacting with each other, and like sometimes it just does weird stuff. So I think the easiest and quickest way to do it is let's go to our old Martingale one and just copy the Martingale logic, and then we can start building based off of that. So yeah, that should work. Because then we can set limit orders, right? You can be in a sell limit here, buy stop there. Okay, yeah. Let's do that. So we're gonna copy these. And so if you don't have the code for these, doesn't matter. We're probably gonna change a lot of it, but so first thing we need to do is calculate our grid. So that's what the entries prices is. So the entries prices is going to be each of these. But actually, this strategy only creates a grid below the price. So we need to also create an entry prices above. So here we're gonna do buy entries above. Oh wait, no. We only want one order. Did we? Not sure if we need that yet. Alright, but so we're gonna have, yeah, we're gonna have buy. I'll just do long entry prices above, long entry prices below, short entry prices above, short entry prices below. Now we'll do double long. So for long, no, we can only have one pending order at all times. So we're just gonna have an exit exit price. I think. All right. So next thing is he shows. So he calculates his grid by percentages, but we're going to do it in ticks. So somewhere. Okay. So here he creates his lots, and so it's a 1, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Lots profit and lots loss. Okay. So double. Uh, 1, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. then double lots loss is 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, 34. All right. So, yeah, so basically the idea we're trying to do is as soon as it's time to set the pending orders for everything. I think that's going to be the easiest and simplest way to start. Then from there, as orders are executed, then we can manage them to make sure we're exiting as we want, because the exit is always going to be dynamic. Yeah, so that's definitely what we're going to start with. So, grid percent profit, grid percent loss. So he did it in percent, so we need to create we're gonna do in profit grid gonna be int grid ticks then in drawdown grid draw grid ticks. All right, so let's hide the shorts for a second and just focus on the longs. So right, as soon as we start this, we want to calculate where each pending order should be. So we're going to take target value. I don't think we need. Then usually, right, we're going to enter one. But we know right when we start, we're going to be long one and short one. So let's not do that. Actually, we need to... no, we don't need that. All right, so we're not going to enter one right away. Our entry price is 1, though, is going to be the current close. Yeah. So we're going to put that as long entry prices above 1. So long entry prices above 1. And that's going to be long entry prices below 1. Because both of those, right? Both of those start here. This is 1 for both of them. We're not filling. Now, don't think we'll need this. Now, so we're going to start off with just placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's add 64 and well, you can't handle more than 64. All right, so for int, so less than. Okay, so now we need to differentiate between our going long above and going long below. So we're going to create two go longs. Change this to go long above, go long below. Let's change these to create long by create grid long above. We create grid long below. Okay, so now we actually, this one is above, so we can delete this. Now for I in, we want to do lots profits. So I actually change it to lots. Actually, yeah, lots profit. Long. Change this to long profits and long drawdown. All right. Actually, so for each int I in lots profit, can you not do this in C#? Oh, you can. All right. So basically, what that is going to do for each of these, we are going to run through it. So starts at index 2. So if I equals 1, then we return. Because essentially, we take care of 1 here, but we don't actually enter because of short. We could enter, but then we'd also be entering short at the same time. And then you're closing it, and then you're just paying commission twice. So that's why. So that's essentially going long 1 here, but short side immediately closes, so don't execute either to save mission. All right, and then that's where this comes from. Long entry prices above. Long entry prices, long entry prices profit. Let's get rid of the above and below. We're gonna have above is profit, below is drawdown, above is profit, and below, actually that's wrong because for cells below is profit. Entry prices drawdown. Long entry prices profit. All right, so now we can start looping through and creating all of our pending orders. So right, what this is going to do is it's for each number in here, it's going to create a pending order. So, except for the first one, because we don't want to enter the first one. First, let's calculate where that price should be. So, long entry prices profit I is going to equal long entry prop I minus 1 plus, what did we name this? Prof grid ticks. Grid ticks. If it's ticks, we want to multiply by instrument dot tick size. Yes. All right. So what is this doing? So starting from the top, as soon as we call this, right, we're essentially entering our first order. We're entering this order, but we know our sell is going to take it out immediately, so we're just not going to enter it to save commission. So what we're doing right now is we're just saving this price, which is 1 always. Next, we're immediately going to loop through all of the buy orders we want placed. Now first, right, int is going to be 1. If I is 1, then we already took care of that. We just go back. Now it's going to do for int is 2, right? So 2 is going to be set to 1, right? 2 minus 1 is 1. So 1, which we know is this, plus the ticks created into like where you would add it, right? 10 ticks. We don't want to add 10 points. We want to add, 2.5 points or whatever it is. Then we're going to enter, and then we're going to loop through again, right? When I is 3, that's going to be entries 3 is equal to entries 2 plus the profit tick. So now we're calculating where we want to set all our pending orders. Now, I actually do want to track the entries. We're going to do long entry orders profit, long entry orders drawdown, short entry orders profit, short entry orders drawdown. Now we can keep track of all of our orders as well. So the next thing is so right now we're working on long. So right now we're working on just this portion. So we don't want to set this until this is triggered. So yeah, nothing else we can do now. All we can do is set the orders. So stop price we're not going to do. Now we're going to create our entry. So we're going to do long entry orders profits I equals enter long stop market with prof lots prof, change that, contracts prof and profit and contracts loss side. So we're going to do contracts profits I stop price is going to be long entry prices profit I and signal name will be one. double to int. From a double to an integer. Oh. Come up here and change these to integers. And now that works. Now, okay, here it is. We need to copy this. So that we track each, this is tracking each order with a different name. So we don't need any of that. Now entry okay, let's ignore that for now. All right. So let's comment everything out. Now run this. Create grid long profit. Okay, so right now, if it does what I expect, it will let's go to the 30-second strategies. So all we care about is the improv. So if it does what I expect, right now we're not cancel. So NinjaTrader by default cancels the orders after every bar. So if it does what I expect, it's gonna it's gonna reset all our orders on every single bar. And if we do it far ticks enough, it should never enter. So let's see. Okay, so we got an error. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Okay. So object reference not set to an instance of an object. That's gonna have to be oh, okay. That's why. We need this to be 0. This to be 0. And I think that's it. So basically our array, this is position 0, 1, 2. We want it to be, we had it as this position, or we were getting position 1, 2, but never 0. If that makes sense. All right, so let's enable it again. Still an error. On bar 5. Okay, so Still an error. Okay. Great grid long profit. Okay, so now it works. So, oh, okay. I'm dumb. We gotta do this. I forgot that we're making a list and we can make it dynamic though. So we need to go to that in configure. Yeah, configure. Um all right, so let's change. These are going to be set, but let's change these to list double. Yeah. Then we still need to create them. Or, oh, yeah, we do. So we need to do list double name equals new list. New list double. That's all we're using right now, right? Yeah. But now list entry price is profit. Now it's an array, or now it's a list, not an array. Add. If we want, let's keep it as equals. I'm not sure that'll work. Let's ask ChatGPT. The list is not empty and contain. Okay, but here the list is empty, so this will not work. So we need to do add, and then same thing for all of these. So if int equals I, then we return. Now it's going to be empty, so we need to dot add that, and then list entry orders, orders profit. You want to keep that. Actually, list is going to help us in the future if we ever want to change it. So we'll just make more lists because, right, if we want to make this an input or just have it go on forever, we're going to need a list. But an array would only work right now because we're setting this as a set array. But yeah, let's just do it like this, just so we keep it all the same. Hopefully that works. So now, right, when int is 0, we return. If it's 1, then we're going to calculate where we want the next order to be placed. Add that. Yeah, that looks right. Error again. Huh. Object reference not set to is it just gonna say that for all of these until it might just keep giving that error until we could put all of these here. Alright, well, this video's already gotten too long, so I'm gonna stop it here. I'll figure out what's going on, make sure it's working. And then in the next video, pretty much from this, we can just copy and paste it, switching out a couple words, and then it's the short side. And then we'll create the long side in drawdown, and then create the short side in drawdown. After that, it will place all of our orders for us as soon as we start running it. Then all we need to do is manage those orders, which should be, hopefully should be simple. We'll see. That's the part where I'm not sure how we're going to do yet. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions. Join the Discord. Or if you're interested in algo trading and want a software that, you know, generates ideas for you, join the Discord and check out the auto algo assembler portion. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.